Hey guys, Boomfish TCG here, back at it again with another video. All too long since I did the last one. And for this one, we're going to do a little bit of what I could describe as a forest mega video. I guess that's what I would call it. I've noticed, at least, or at least for myself, I haven't done a really big recap of the different kinds of forest decks that you can play. It's certainly not just one. I'm going to do my best to try and cover other ones in the future, but at least for this, I'm going to go over the different types. Naturally, we're starting off with Puppet in its new form, in the new format. I have to say, it's a little bit of an awkward position. Naturally, you have a lot of options you can play in the deck. It's very flexible gameplay, but as we can see here, there's certainly some new entries into the deck, so we'll start off. Of course, you're playing the 3 junks, so just Puppet generation as usual. No real explanation there. The 3 Sakuna. Naturally, this is part of your big combo turns. Helps you do more damage. Yeah, still a staple of the deck. You play 3 of the Goddess. So this allows you to make your Anastasia plays more explosive. Gives you a decent turn 1 play. The consistency is nice. Just helping you dig for whatever you didn't get. You know, using up the spare mana that you have, because at least in this current version you have a lot of 2 costs. You already had a lot of them to begin with, but in order to generate the maximum amount of value you have with the new support, sometimes you might have an awkward turn where something's floating. You know, we're able to spend as much as you want, and in that spot, it's a perfect card. Paula in this list is here. There are plenty of lists where Paula is not here because of the support that just got added to the deck, but it's still just as powerful, allows you to do those explosive turns. Sometimes you get that tutor for whatever spell you need, but it's not really its main use. Nelcha's back. Incredible card. The stat boost can get really out of hand, but you're not really using it to play it. Sometimes you're able to get off 2 in the same turn on, like, if you're going second, it could be like turn 4 that you're doing this, and that sucks for the opponent. You can make something that's really big. You can buff each Nelcha, so you have 2 4/5s. It's simply a combo 3, and then you get to activate the effect. +2/+2 on your card, or -2/-2 on theirs. Most of the time you're doing it on your own. But it could be a nice removal condition. It's nice. You have the Liams. Still just as nice as it was before. I've been noticing personally that I've been getting the extra search option a lot more often. But also the games are ending a lot sooner, so it makes less of a difference, unfortunately. It sucks a little bit for that, but you know, can only do so much. The newest addition to the deck is Chipper Skipper. This is common through most of the other variants, so we'll cover it right now. But you'll see it in other forest variants. So it's a 2 mana 1/1. You evo it for 1. Naturally, this is in Japanese, but this is just because we're using lists that have topped in Japan. And I will explain this effect and put a card on the screen so you're able to follow along. Basically, whenever a mercenary comes onto the field, while it's on the field, it gives +1/+1 in rush. For this list, that literally never happens. Ignore it. There are 0 mercenary forest cards. 0. Count it 0. Outside of running Fina and Steel Demolitionist, this will never happen for you, so don't worry about it. It's not a problem. The part that you do care about, though, is when you evo it, you take a look at the top 4. And when you do, you're able to grab a card that costs 2 or less, follower specifically, and with that, it goes into the EX zone. Let's go to the bottom. You can play it for free that turn, which is pretty good. You can start making a larger board, get better presence out for you, and So when it comes to your different options, as we've covered before, we run plenty. You're able to get junk, Sukuna. Sukuna is definitely not the main option you're shooting for. Junk for the token generation. Paula for setup in the future. Nelcha. Yes, we want Nelcha. The stat boosts are incredible, and getting it for free also plays for its own combo effect. Very strong. And Liam, token generation. So you really can see how this card can get out of hand for the opponent. And the fact that you actually play the card instead of summoning it is huge for what the deck wants. So the hard part in this list is you play 3 oftentimes and you only play 2 Evos. You will probably see the third, unfortunately. And because of that, that last one that you see will be dead. So you just hope that you don't see it in a bad spot, because it can really screw you up. Sometimes that's all you have. You just keep resolving this effect. But it's strong. Sometimes it can create a win condition for yourself, but by itself, and that's all you're seeing, there's a decent chance that you might not win the game, but it won't feel weak. It'll just look weak by the time you hit turn 6. Because it doesn't hit any of your strong win conditions, it only hits the stuff that prepares you for the end game. So that part kind of sucks. Substitution, I hate this card. I hate this card. This card sucks. And I know every other Puppet player probably loves this card to death. I hate it. It sucks. Oh my god, it does nothing in the matchups that it sucks. It's not even slightly useful. Amulet Haven, it will be a dead card in your hand. You will never want to return a boost kicker to their hand. Are you kidding me? Like, what? It's horrible. Oh my god. And when you get hit in the face by their win conditions because you've held it in your hand for so fucking long because it's useless and you're trying to play your own game plan out, you feel like an idiot. In the matchups that it is good, it's alright. You know, it's what you want. You can add it. It creates puppet generation. But outside of that, this card blows. I hate it so much. Ugh. I don't know. But people love it. This guy's playing 3. If he likes it and it's been working out for him, that's fine. For the ratio so far, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. All of those I can agree with. The 2 Paula, whatever, he likes Paula. I can't really disagree with that. And it still can create those big burst turns. 3 substitution, I almost always choose 2 instead of that. But this is on him. He plays the Elf song, that's optional for you too. Plays 3's Vi. Seems like that's what you just have to do from here on out. Just 3's Vi. You play with the Victorias, and most of the time that's the reason you're winning the game. But it's still overcosted. 3 mana is just too chunky. For what, like a 2-2 and a 4-1 that kills itself? Big whoop. The draw? Okay. You're going 1 for 1, which is nice, but it would really be nice in this deck when you really start popping off is when you can get +2. When you can draw multiple cards. And that involves Paula, naturally. But, we got Orcus, that's your win condition, no arguments. Heartless Battle, that's your win condition, no arguments. Anastasia at 3, I mean, that's just, it plays better into the Chipper Skipper, so that's why it's at 3. And it will win you games, but people, at least in the meta right now, they have a lot easier of a time of getting rid of it. So, like, don't expect it to win the game by itself, but they're still going to be just as afraid as before. It just might be a bluff. You know, they might be like, whoa, that's pretty good, and then it's just gone. Or sometimes you might win the game. Maybe they have a bad hand, but it certainly lost its flavor. 2 Noah, strong. Sometimes I feel like I want 3, but then I don't want to brick on it, so it's really hard to say. The Wolf, I'll explain this. This shows up in some of the lists, not all of it. It is good. It's just hard to say because Puppets sometimes fills up its EX zone a lot. And the way that this card works, and again, I'll put a picture up on the screen for you, is you pay 1 to activate its ability, not play the card, so it does not do anything for combo, but sometimes it's good. Its effect is similar to Paula, where you move a card from the field back to the EX zone, and then you place this in the EX zone. That's all for 1 mana, so that's pretty strong. Originally, when it came out, I thought it discarded itself, and I thought that was way better than whatever the heck this is. But, that's just how it goes, I guess. That's how it's designed. Outside of that very powerful effect, it's a 7 mana 4/4 storm. It's useless. Do not expect for that to do anything for you. It has synergy with beasts. You play 0 beasts in the deck. Yeah, it's got a really cool bounce effect to put stuff in the EX zone, and maybe you find that strong. But there's a decent chance that you might not. That's totally up to you. So that's a quick overview of the main deck. When we got the Evo deck, alright, the ratios are pretty much identical. The deck is so tight that it focuses around your techs when it comes to your Evo deck. So we got the 2 Sakuna that stayed the same forever. 3 Orcus, you just kind of need it. People heal a lot. Games go longer if they really don't see their win conditions, and you might not be able to kill just as easily as you hope. You got the 1 Zwei. Yep, that was the way that goes. Noah, yep. Play 2 Chipper Skipper because naturally you play 3 of it. You really want to Evo it. It's one of the main reasons it's in the deck is because you want to resolve it. So, you have Paula. Paula at 1 Evo hurts. It sucks. Okay, that card is strong. You're not wrong for feeling that way, but unfortunately, because the Evo deck is so tight in this deck, that's just what you got to do. Unfortunately, so that's at least puppets to round it out. Again, the deck's very versatile. That's not the end of the road when it comes to this stuff, but the new cards do slot in well.